It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a pair of teams who met each other in Super Bowl 25. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants on Monday night.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Giants. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing Jones. And his pass incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
You've got to be impressed by that defense in front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen dancing to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Allen, nifty footwork, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Allen going to keep it on the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Quentin Morris, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out.
And
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Buying time to his left. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Being chased out left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Yeah, he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Jones. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And just shutting him off there. He's still on his feet. He's on his way. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Once again, we got to get it done.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Well, the Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, they'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Allen steps away to his left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Allen. Forced out to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. Pushing his way through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Big A-Shawn Robinson has made a career of this. Another tackle for loss.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Cook. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Giants nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's make some good plays today.
Jones, off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Here's Jones on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 105 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Breaks a tackle. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Jones. His pass into the hands of Bellinger. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Back to throw, Jones. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Back to throw again. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Slayton. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings it 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Once again, he finds Slayton. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.